So question 1a, find g of 5. So in order to do this, we simply sub 5 into g. So we've got g of x here, and so we replace the x with a 5. So we find g of 5. So this is going to be 2 lots of 5 add 5 over 5 take away 3. So therefore g of 5 is going to give us a value of 15 over 2. Now because we want g of 5, we have to sub that value into g again, so g of 15 over 2. This is 2 lots of 15 over 2, add 5 over 15 over 2 minus 3, which gives us a value of 40 over 9. Part B, state the range of g. So the range of g, if we look at our equation there, we can see that's a top-heavy fraction. So if I say do algebraic long division, so we've got x minus 3 into 2x add 5. 2x divided by x is going to be 2. And so we multiply through 2 times x will give us 2x. 2 times minus 3 will be minus 6, which leaves us with 11. So therefore g of x is 2 plus 11 over x minus 3. What this tells us is if we wanted to sketch the graph that we had, we've got the 2 here, which means that our y asymptote on we originally had a reciprocal graph that has been transformed, so our y asymptote has been moved up by 2. So we've got an asymptote there at y equals 2. Our x asymptote has been moved to the right by 3 at x equals 3, and our curve is going to look something like that. Now, if we look at our domain is restricted to x being greater than or equal to 5. So if we put in 5, then we get 2 add 11 over 5 take away 3. So we've got 2 add 11 over 2, which is 15 over 2. And so we're going to be starting at a point here, and we're going to be going downwards. So our range is going to be 2 is less than y is less than or equal to 15 over 2. It's never going to reach 2 because it's an asymptote, but x can be 5, so it can be 15 over 2 there. Part C. Find the inverse stating its domain. So to find the inverse, we put y equal to our function 2x add 5 over x minus 3. Take our x minus 3 over, becomes a times. So we've got y lots of x minus 3 is equal to 2x add 5. xy minus 3y is equal to 2x add 5. Get all the x on one side. xy minus 2x, y is on the other side, 3y add 5. Factorise, x lots of y minus 2 is equal to 3y add 5, and then divide to give x is 3y add 5 over y minus 2. So therefore the inverse g to the minus 1 of x is 3x add 5 all over x take away 2. Now it also asks to state the domain. Now that is going to be the range of the original function is the domain of the inverse. So where x is between 2 and 15 over 2. There's our solution.